आई होप सब अपने घर पर है और सुरक्षित है। जैसा कि आप जानते ही हैं कि कोरोना वायरस के केसेस दिन ब दिन बढ़ते ही जा रहे हैं, पर इसी के साथ हमारे डॉक्टर्स और साइंटिस्ट अपनी पूरी कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि वो इसका वैक्सीन जल्दी से बना लें। इसी रिसर्च के बीच बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट इंफॉर्मेशन सामने आई है जो कि हमारे लिए जानना बहुत ज़रूरी है, जो है विटामिन डी के लेवल्स और कोविड-19 का इंफॉर्मेशन का रिलेशन। हम सब पहले से ही जानते हैं कि विटामिन डी हमारे लिए कितना इम्पोर्टेंट है, क्योंकि वो हमारे बोन्स को स्ट्रॉन्ग बनाने में हेल्प करता है, प्लस हमारे बॉडी में मैग्नीशियम, पोटेशियम और कैल्शियम जैसे मिनरल्स को एब्जॉर्ब करने में। पर क्या आप ये जानते हैं कि विटामिन डी हमारे इम्यून सिस्टम को रेगुलेट भी करता है और हमें कोविड-19 जैसे वायरल इन्फेक्शन से लड़ने में भी हेल्प करता है। It's not any claim that vitamin D is going to cure this virus. I just want to increase the awareness of vitamin D in your immune system. So as we know, coronavirus attacks people mainly with the weak immune system. That is its strength and our weakness. So what could you do to increase your immune system ability? जैसा कि हम बचपन से ही पढ़ते आ रहे हैं, prevention is better than cure. To prevent any infection, we need to boost our immune system. विटामिन डी एक ऐसा माइक्रोन्यूट्रिएंट है जो आपको अपनी इम्यून सिस्टम को बूस्ट करने में हेल्प कर सकता है। वो कैसे, वो हम देखेंगे एक प्रेजेंटेशन के द्वारा।
This presentation is fully based on the research papers and articles that I have been analyzing. Vitamin D and its relation with COVID-19. What is immune system? Immune system is the guardian of your own galaxy, that is your body. It protects you from all sorts of germs and invaders. This network of tissues, cells and organs first tries to keep out germs like bacteria, viruses, fungi and parasites, and then deals with them if they manage to get in. If it senses something in your body that could be bad for you, it triggers the release of special cells. These travel where the trouble is, attack the intruder and help you get rid of it. Vitamin D. Talking about vitamin D, it is the most essential vitamin needed. It is a group of fat-soluble vitamins responsible for increasing intestinal absorption of calcium, magnesium, phosphate and multiple other biological effects. It has also shown immune system modulation. SARS-CoV-2, it is a beta coronavirus that causes COVID-19 infection in human bodies. Vitamin D and respiratory infections. This is the main topic we should be looking on. Vitamin D supplementation is associated with the reduction in acute respiratory tract infection. Vitamin D dosing was also found to be an important factor. Like line in a blue says that daily or weekly dosing was found to be protective, whereas bolus dosing did not show any protective effects. Bolus dosing means taking a high dose at a particular time. This paper, which was published in 2009, says that vitamin D is having antimicrobial activity towards tuberculosis, where adding vitamin D to monocytes and macrophages infected with M. tuberculosis showed that bacterial load was reduced in time. Vitamin D and the immune system. Vitamin D is involved in immune system regulation. Vitamin D receptors are present in many immunological cells such as B cells, T cells, macrophages, dendritic cells. Vitamin D can modulate innate and adaptive immune system. Vitamin D regulates immune system protein and also it upregulates cathelicidins and defernencins. Vitamin D is mainly having antibacterial, antiviral and antifungal properties. This research paper, the vitamin D antimicrobial peptide pathway and its role in protection against infection, was published in 2009. Talking about antimicrobial peptides is extremely complex, so we are going to talk briefly about these two groups, that is cathelicidins and defernencins. Talking about cathelicidin, it has cathelicidin antimicrobial peptide, that is CAMP, and there is a single CAMP gene in human, that is HCAP18. Its virus shown that respiratory sensitive virus, when it comes in contact with respiratory epithelial cells, it activates those respiratory cells through TLR3. This activates pathway of vitamin D, bringing up regulation of CAMP. Talking about defernencins, they are expressed in leukocytes and epithelial cells, and there are two groups, alpha and beta defernencin. They actually bind to the influenza virus and reduces the ability to infect cells. Vitamin D and SARS-CoV-2. Here we will see the mechanism how SARS-CoV-2 virus attaches to the cell and by which mechanism it can be inhibited. Mainly in this we can see in the diagram that vitamin D in blue color is near renin and ACE2 in purple color is seen. So recognizing this ACE2, it is the receptor for SARS-CoV-2. ACE2 is angiotensin converting enzyme that acts as receptor for SARS-CoV-2 virus. The main role of ACE2 is the degradation of angiotensin 2 to angiotensin 1 to 7. As ACE2 is receptor for SARS-CoV, we have to stop the conversion of angiotensin to angiotensin 1. This is done by vitamin D. Vitamin D inhibits the production of renin, enzyme secreted by kidneys. So by inhibiting the renin, conversion of angiotensin to angiotensin 1 is stopped. Thus, there is no further production of ACE and ACE2. When there will be no production of ACE2, there will be no receptor to which SARS-CoV-2 can attach. Therefore, infection of the cell is stopped at there itself. Vitamin D rich foods. Humans can get vitamin D from the sun and few foods such as fish. Vitamin D cannot be synthesized by plants, so it is rare to find any fruit or vegetable having vitamin D composition. These are the foods that we can use to gain vitamin D. Other than that, dairy products, we have milk, especially the cow's milk or the milk that is reinforced or supplemented with vitamin D. The two papers, as you see on the screen, were published in 2020 recently in April. The first paper, which shows that evidence that vitamin D supplementation could reduce risk of influenza and COVID-19 infections and deaths. It shows the same mechanism that I have explained before. And the second paper, that is Vitamin D deficiency as risk factor for severe COVID-19. Here, mainly they talk about the vitamin D levels, that is, if you are below 30 nanogram per ml, you are considered to be low and you should be supplementing. It is said that low levels of vitamin D, you are more prone to susceptible to the infectious disease. Seeing this, another paper, that is vitamin D levels of mild and severe elderly cases of COVID-19. They have done a meta-analysis and found that mainly the people having less level of vitamin D in their blood, less than 30 nanogram per ml, were found to be elderly people, and they were severely affected by coronavirus. Not only does vitamin D enhance human innate immune system, it also prevents human immune system from becoming dangerously overactive. There was a study where vitamin D more than 30 nanogram per ml was found to be toxic. This means having healthy level of vitamin D could be protective against severe complications, including death from COVID-19. It is hard to say which dose is most beneficial for COVID-19. However, it is clear that vitamin D deficiency is harmful and it can be easily addressed with appropriate supplementation. It's seen that people with diabetes, hypertension, heart disease, obesity are more prone to COVID-19 infection and also has more fatality rate because they have low vitamin D levels. Vitamin D has a very important place in supporting your immune system, as we saw the mechanism before. Using vitamin D with the treatment may give a good support to the patients to recover fast. Maintaining vitamin D level for without getting too high or too low is a good thing. This was complete information relation to vitamin D and coronavirus. I hope I have given enough information in relation to vitamin D and COVID-19 infections.
हमने देखा विटामिन डी हमारे लिए कितना इम्पोर्टेंट है, इवन इन डेली लाइफ वो इतना ही मैटर करता है कि जो पेशेंट्स डायबिटीज़ और ओबेसिटी से गुजरते हैं उनके लिए विटामिन डी बहुत ही ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट है। इसी के साथ मैं आपके लिए और एक आर्टिकल जो मैंने पढ़ा था उसके बारे में शेयर करना चाहूँगी, जो कहता है कोरोना वायरस डज नॉट स्प्रेड फ्रॉम डेड बॉडीज। क्यों? सुनने में बहुत ही अजीब है ना, कि जो जिंदा है उनसे स्प्रेड हो सकता है पर डेड बॉडीज से क्यों नहीं? इसका आंसर इसी प्रेजेंटेशन में है, इसको देखिए और समझिए। अगर आपको इसका आंसर मिल गया तो मेरे कमेंट बॉक्स में कमेंट करिए, और अगर वीडियो इन्फॉर्मेटिव लगा हो तो लाइक करें और शेयर करें और मेरा चैनल सब्सक्राइब करें। इसका आंसर मैं आपको मेरी अगली वीडियो में दूंगी, तो स्टे ट्यून्ड गाइस।